All right, guys, you read the title, so you know what it is. Let's get into it. Alright guys, if you didn't see the other video, I am back with Mr. Goffinet's 2005 Corvette. It is a bone stock LS2. Came in for some work. We are basically going to do a A&A SuperCharger upgrade with a BTR cam. Full exhaust kind of build, so figured I'd bring y'all along while we do this build and see what kind of numbers we can get. If you haven't seen it already, I do have stock dyno pulls. It was my last video on this car, and today I showed y'all some of the parts that came in, like the Holley intake and throttle body, the cam and stuff, and the supercharger did come in, so I figured I'd give y'all a glimpse of that before I actually get into the build. So let's get into it. All right, as I said before, let's show you all this A&A SuperCharger that we got in here. So, okay, it comes in a big old box. I've already took out the intercooler. There's the intercooler. We got some tubing, pipes, your blow-off valve, spark plugs, just some audio stuff in here. Got the shrouding and trim stuff. More tubing, and then this box right here has the good, no oil. And a Corvette. This. So we got A&A Corvette. It is the V3 Ti. I don't know if I can get that focused in. So the V3 Ti is for cammed applications and stuff. It's not just a stock car supercharger. So we should be putting down some big numbers with this thing. Should be a nice setup. So, and then down in the box we got the bracket. I've kind of already unboxed some of this stuff, so that's why it's just kind of laying around. I kind of went through it, see what we got in it. But two different tensioner brackets, nice machined. Oh yeah. So, but as far as this install goes, I'll probably throw you guys on a time lapse while I just kind of take stuff apart. As I said, I took the hood off already, so I have some room to get to everything, and then I'll just show y'all a little bit of the process of me taking this thing apart. All right, guys, so I got the condenser, radiator, and fan out. Got a couple pulleys off. The tensioner for the AC belt, got a little idler pulley off. Got the water pump out of there. So now I am going to have to take the steering rack, has to come loose, which looks like it's going to be a bit of a pain in the A to get out. So I'm probably going to shut off the time lapse for now and figure out how I'm going to exactly get that out of the way. The crank pulley has to come off, and I gotta drill a pin to the pulley, and then the timing cover can come off, and then I can change out the camshaft. We are going to be doing the trunnion upgrade to the rocker arms. We are going to use factory rocker arms with just the trunnion upgrade. We're going to have, as you've seen the parts, we're going to do a different intake, so I had to take the intake off if some of you are wondering why that came off for this camshaft. So yeah, I'll get back with y'all whenever I figure out how I'm going to get the steering rack out. Alright guys, so I spent some time with the steering rack and I managed to get it out. So a lot of the information that I was finding was telling me to drop the cradle about 1 inch to get space for this thing. I actually managed to use a couple crow's feet and a regular wrench to get the lines off the rack, and unbolted it, dropped it down, twisted it like everything said. So the rack is out. So I got it twisted right now. So then it's just kind of hanging out the side of the car right now. So it's just going to kind of sit there out of my way for now. And then I already took the crank harmonic balance pulley off and out of my way. So that's sitting over here, which this thing is kind of rusty and don't look the hottest. So I'm very possibly going to go ahead and order a new harmonic balance puller. I did take this sway bar off. Got it all the way out of the way here. So got it out of the way, and I did order a suspension kit for this thing that comes with shocks and sway bar links. So I probably won't be installing that back on the car. So I guess I'll get back to this time lapse. The next thing I'm going to do is take this timing cover off. So the timing cover, and that'll give me access to the cam, and then I'll support the lifters so they don't fall out, and I'll be putting a camshaft in this thing. All right guys, so I got started this morning, and I got the timing cover off as you've seen in that time lapse, and then this morning I went ahead and started taking valve covers off so I could access to the rocker arms. So right here I got one side all the way out, so rocker arms. Now this cam I am going to put dual springs in, so I might end up having to pull these heads, but yeah. So we're moving right along. All right, guys. So as time lapse shows, I got everything ready, timing chain off, ready to take this camshaft out. In the meantime, I did go ahead and take off the rocker arms and push rods, all that out and off. Took the spark plugs, plug wires off. So I guess, as everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this camshaft out of here. So, all right, you in here, Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
I see. Feel it.
Well, your time lapse just fell over.
There it goes. Pick that. Can you pick that up? Oh well.
Well.
Just leave it. We just. Are we there? Are we there? Almost.
There it went.
There she is. The go sucker. So there's the camshaft out. Finally. All right. Alright guys, so last thing I got to take apart are these valve springs. I got it already set up here. So that's going to depress the valve springs so I get the keepers out. And then I've got my cylinder leak down tester that I'm going to apply air to each cylinder. So hopefully that will hold the valve up. If this doesn't work out, I'm going to have to pull the heads. So I'm trying to avoid that. But one thing that I did forget is that I've got to change the spring seats to the ones that BTR provided. It's a 2-piece valve stem seal, so the seat is going to be a little bit different. So hopefully I can get the stock ones out and those installed without knocking the valve into the cylinder, because that will just make this take a little longer and I'll have to get head gaskets. So I guess I'm going to set y'all up so y'all can see what I do, and hopefully I can get this first one swapped out. So that actually ended up working out. I've got the new seat down there. The old one pulled out. I was able to use just a pair of pliers and it popped right off. So that is good news. And to end this video, I'm just gonna put y'all on a time lapse. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can see this install video and the final dyno. I do have another video of the stock dyno. So until next time, I'll have all my links down in the description. So until next time.